Okay, this is one we'll have to talk about. Mass Effect series in production at
Mm.
Amazon. So let's do
Oh
it this
God.
way.
Michael already talked to us about this.
Let's do it this way. So, without knowing anything, put Amazon out of your head, Michael. If they had just announced Mass Effect series, how much hype would you have for this?
If you take Amazon out of it, I'd be pretty excited.
All right, you
As a series, you could introduce the characters. You could literally have character episodes, like the missions. Like there's so much structure you could play with. It fits perfectly into an actual series.
would you be up to like 100% hype or
Oh,
I'd
90 or
say
something?
oh, oh,
85
hold on,
85.
hold
if I
on.
just heard it.
The thing is, Michael, since I gave Michael that game, like the first Mass Effect game, he's been talking that he's been wanting a series or a movie of this game for like
Christopher Nolan was supposed to do it
yeah, for like almost 20 years at this
a long
point.
time. He was supposed to do it.
Okay, so you're like at an 85. How much lower did it go when you
Dude,
heard it
30
was
at least.
Amazon? 30?
30 at least, if not 20.
They just
Like
hurt him with Rings of Power, Joseph. What do you?
it's
He's
like
gonna be a little sad.
Amazon what has Amazon done show-wise correctly?
Fallout, people would say. I wouldn't say
Fallout
that.
was really good. I didn't think about Fallout. But like
Fallout
I'm
was
not a fan of the boys. I'm not a fan of Wheel Time. Not a fan of Rings of Power. Not a fan of any of the like action shows they have.
Citadel came back,
The
guys.
Citadel is horrible. It's like
well
they poo-poo
when
shows.
when you take the Amazon production out of it, like Vox Machina. I know you weren't a huge fan of that,
Yeah,
but
just
the
not my
thing
taste.
is,
It's not wasn't necessarily bad.
right, but pretty much it's all like Critical Role's production, not
Mhm.
Amazon. Like Amazon, I don't think has a whole lot of input into that show because they're already working on material. But when you have Amazon production, it you can clearly see it, and it's not very good. Like the Jack Reacher series, that first season was atrocious. I'm sorry. That made me stop watching it. I was like, oh, I'm really excited about Jack Reacher. It's one of not Jack Reacher, Jack Ryan. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Reacher was a different.
Yeah, Reacher actually is not terrible.
Yeah,
It's
I
it's
enjoy Reacher, but
it's pretty much what your mom and dad watch, and I can say that because my mom and dad too watch that show. But with like Amazon, like The Boys, I liked season 3. Wasn't a huge fan of season 2, 1, and 4 was atrocious. Like that was terrible. So I don't have a lot of faith in Amazon Studios. Not had a good
Especially
track
not with
record.
the IP of other people,
Right, exactly.
okay. So it went down to like 30, you said?
at least.
What about if I throw in that it's being written by
Oh,
the
I know. I know.
F9, the
I
Fast
know,
Saga?
man. That
The
brings it at
who?
least like 18%.
So
The who?
he wrote Fast Nine,
He
the
wrote
Fast and
Fast
the
Nine.
Furious,
Oh,
and
There,
also a movie called Kin, and also 10 Cloverfield Lane, which I actually do like. But
that surprised me
That's a
because that
pretty good
movie's
movie.
great. That movie's great.
so you're pretty low right now.
Dude, you could not have picked a worse scenario.
Yeah.
Like
what
studio, everything. Just like why?
what
Why do they
makes
have money?
what
Yeah, who
makes
do
me
you give it
mad?
to now, though? Like, who would you trust? Do you trust anyone?
Apart from Amazon,
Yeah.
I feel Apple does good
Yeah.
production with their sci-fi stuff. Like their
That could
sci-fi
be
stuff's
an Apple.
really
I could
cool.
see that being an
Yeah.
Apple
Foundations
show.
was pretty good. So, but the thing, okay, here's the thing that bugs me the most about these Amazon shows is that they take all these IPs that people genuinely love, right? Like Lord of the Rings, Jack Ryan, Fallout, um, what do you call it? Uh,
They got
anyway, those.
tons of stuff. Yeah.
Sorry, the Wheel of Time.
Wheel of
Those
Time. Yeah.
those are the only introduction people will ever get to this IP that people absolutely adore, and it is like the worst representation of this IP ever.
When did
Like
Andromeda come out?
Lord. What,
my
2016?
copy. Yeah, it's like
2016.
right
Jeez.
after I moved to DFW, so that sounds right.
So it's almost been 10 years since a Mass Effect came out.
Hey,
And that
IP
wasn't
at
even a
all.
great one.
that's crazy to think about.
It was a very all right game after all the patches because it was basically unplayable on
2017.
day one.
2017. Okay.
Woo!
What are
Still
the
played on day one.
odds? What odds do you give it that'll be a male Commander Shepard?
I didn't think about
we
that.
got we got no chance. There's
No
none.
chance, Thomas is saying.
I'm sorry, but after Rings of Power, after like pretty much
I mean,
every
Fallout being successfully critically
Yeah.
accepted and commercially.
but that's like the exception, not the rule. And
Well, I just
even
mean, like,
then,
with it being a girl, like that would be more
right.
Yeah.
for them.
But even then,
incentivizing.
Fallout wasn't amazing. It was just okay. But the thing is, the bar is so low for Amazon series that okay is great.
I'd say it
Apparently,
was really good, but
We'd have to disagree. Fallout, but
but that's the thing is that Fallout is the exception, not the rule, and everything else Amazon has got their claws into has just reeked of like terribleness.
yeah, I'd say it's really good for an Amazon show. I should say it's probably just good,
yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
But for an Amazon show,
Yeah,
I'm like,
that's-
wow, I'm enjoying this quite a bit.
That's what I would put it
That's
at.
the
Yeah.
sad
And what's sad is that I was surprised that I liked it. And I was like, oh, okay, well, at least my night isn't ruined now, like when I was watching Rings of Power. So
Even if it is a male Commander Shepard, it's still not a great sign because the Halo show did so bad.
God.
oh God, I don't even want to talk about that. Like,
So glad I never watched that show.
dude, I got 2 episodes in and I got so angry, like I couldn't even hate watch it. That's like the biggest thing is that you can't even get through it just to like say, oh yeah, I watched it. So,
I know.
No,
I don't know how people reviewed the whole series. That was nuts.
it was bad.
If you had to like Rings of Power, like the Harry Potter series, I know they're not going to do that because he has control. But if they did, well, would they like put Hogwarts in Mexico or something? Give Harry Potter's name like
El
They named-
Hogwarts.
they named him that because he really liked to play with pots when he was young or something. Like that.
I am botanist. Oh God! Don't even put the idea of dragging Harry Potter down with poor Lord of the Rings.
What?